BBC Radio Merseyside Sport. Ball is back with Ezri Konsa. And that's a bit of a firm touch just outside the Villa penalty area. Konsa now will play it in field, and finally Villa get it away. One of the problems Liverpool have had in recent times is conceding the first goal, whether it's away from home or even here at Anfield. We saw it against Bournemouth. They don't want to be coming from behind all the time.
No, I mean, we said it against Bournemouth. It was such a sloppy start that they got what they deserved. Bournemouth could have scored just before they did, but at Newcastle, I thought they started really well in the game. They were on the front foot. Their closing down was excellent right from the off.
McAllister.
Oh, he made a great run there as well. Darwin Núñez, if it could have been played in by McAllister.
Just lost his footing there. Zoboszlai, that was out of play. It's a throw in for Liverpool. McAllister in the opening seconds picking up a good position in midfield and didn't have anyone around him really.
Well, that was the time to look for the longer ball. Villa was so high up the pitch. Their line was right by the centre circle, and Darwin Núñez had started his run from 2 or 3 yards behind, and if he'd have played the ball over the top, he'd have got in.
Oh, mistake there by Diaz, but well tracked back. Alexis McAllister gets the ball back for Liverpool, who have it just outside their own penalty area now, where there was an indication of just a little bit of sloppiness, and as the ball's played forward onside now, Luis Diaz coming forward for Liverpool. Well, the flag's now gone up, which is, well, we're sick and tired of talking.
Yeah, I mean, he did go a little bit early, if I'm honest, and he did look to me as though he was half a yard offside, but it's there, the spaces are there already. You can see how high Villa are playing. When you've got the pace that Diaz has got and that Núñez and Salah have got, then Liverpool surely have to be looking to just play one over the top. The ball doesn't even have to be a pinpoint ball, it just hit the space and let them get after it.
Diego Carlos just outside his own penalty area for Aston Villa, under pressure from Núñez, so he goes back to Martinez, the goalkeeper, and that's given away inside the penalty area. Villa all over the place, and Liverpool have got a corner. They might have got more actually. Villa very lucky there. Now is Darwin Núñez injured? I think he's okay. He's hobbling up now, but I don't think he'll want to come off after 2.5 minutes.
No, it was Pau Torres, wasn't it? He got closed down by Salah, done really well, nicked the ball. Him and Núñez working together, and Torres in the end had to get a sliding tackle in on Núñez to get the ball behind for a corner.
Right-hand side, Anfield Road end. It's going to be an outswinger from Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's gone right across. It's going to come to Szoboszlai, who hits it! Oh! What a start! And what a first goal for Dominic Szoboszlai. Struck it beautifully into the far corner of the net, kept it down, and Liverpool have the start they wanted. They lead Aston Villa by a goal to nil, and it's Dominic Szoboszlai.
Well, Ian, you won't see a sweeter ball struck all season, not just all weekend, all season. That ball was a bouncing ball, edge of the box, it went right through players from Trent, and it found Szoboszlai on the edge of the box. It's still at a bit of an angle, and he lashed it with his left foot, beautifully controlled, with a little bit of bend on into that far side net, and keeper Martinez had absolutely no chance, no keeper saving that. It was a fabulous strike.
Absolute textbook, wasn't it?
VAR having a check for something.
He drilled it into the ground, and then it rose like a jet plane taking off. And what are they checking?
I have no idea what they're checking.
I just wish they'd leave all the goals alone.
It was an unbelievable strike. Yeah, it's a goal.
It's a goal. Liverpool lead by a goal
it seems
today.
now that VAR are just trying to find ways to stop goals and to disallow goals. It's ridiculous. Nobody's complained there. Not one Villa player's complained about it.
Ball is back with Alisson now. I think that's his first touch.
What a start.
Andy Robertson. Forward towards Luis Diaz. Nice touch off towards Robertson. Gets a touch on towards Darwin Núñez. And he did well to put pressure on Diego Carlos. So Liverpool have a throw. And Unai Emery on the edge of his technical area. I don't know what he's thinking at the moment.
Well, he'll just be wanting his players to calm down, because Liverpool have started really well. His players looked a little bit shocked. Certainly, just before the goal that resulted in the corner, it was a little poor bit of play, wasn't it? Sloppy bit of play for Villa to give the ball away the way they did.
Gomez. McAllister. Just inside the Liverpool half. Goes back to Robertson. And now Gomez. Alexander-Arnold. Mo Salah. And then Alexander Arnold down the line towards Boslai. Was he onside?
He's probably offside, yeah, but he makes some really good runs down that inside right channel. You know, he's looking to get forward at every single opportunity.
It's going to be a throw-in for Aston Villa over on their left-hand side, halfway inside their own half. 5 minutes gone. Liverpool lead by a goal to nil. Here's Douglas Luiz, challenged there by Darwin Núñez. And Villa just haven't had any time to settle at the moment. When they do have possession, it hasn't been often. Liverpool players snapping at their heels each time. They have a throw-in though again on that far side. I think he's going to have to go back a few yards though. Luca Dean, ball played infield to Kamara, ball played back to Martinez, the keeper, and it's all rushed. They don't seem to have any fluency at all, Villa, at the moment.
No, they're all over the place, aren't they?
Curtis Jones. Andy Robertson, infield now to the centre circle. Liverpool attacking from right to left as we look towards the Anfield Road end. Alexander Arnold. Now it's with Diaz. Curtis Jones. Patient build-up now for Liverpool. They go back to the centre circle. Matip. And again, Matip from Alexander Arnold. Into the centre circle it goes to Joe Gomez.
See Trent there, the position he's took up in, he's just walked into central midfield, hasn't he? It's allowed McAllister to go on one, actually.
And he's on the ball now, Liverpool captain. Ball played forward towards Szoboszlai, the goal scorer. Here's Mo Salah. Alexander Arnold. Over on the far side, the cross will come in. Oh, it was just too high for Luis Diaz. It'll be kept in play, will it? No, was the ball out anyway? It's Aston Villa's ball, and Liverpool lead by a goal to nil. And I don't think in the 7 minutes we played, Jurgen Klopp will be too dissatisfied at the moment with the start he's decided, mate.
Absolutely delighted. We always want Liverpool to start quick. When they don't look at their best is when they move the ball slowly. They haven't done that at all this afternoon. It's all been 1 and 2 touch. That last bit of play was a prime example of it. 1 and 2 touch. Liverpool getting down the right-hand side, and a dangerous cross just evaded Luis Diaz. But it's been a really bright start.
And quite apt that there was such quality in that Szoboszlai goal, the 900th Liverpool goal under Jurgen Klopp in all competitions. Ball is back with Emiliano Martinez, the Argentinian World Cup winner. Will just, I think, showing his experience, he's just sort of stopped the game bit, basically, hasn't he? He's just in absolutely no hurry to kick it. Eventually now he plays it out towards the far side, towards Ollie Watkins. McGinn will flick it on, but there's nobody there, and that's easy for Alexander Arnold. He's got time to turn. Gomez. Bit of space to move into towards halfway. Goes square to his left, and it's Robertson. Now back to Joe Gomez again. Mo Salah calling for the ball over on the far side. If there's one player who hasn't really seen much of the ball, it's Mo.
Yeah, it is. Well, he stayed really wide, actually. He's just walking in now because Szoboszlai's gone to play out there on that right-hand side. I have to say that the way Liverpool chop and change positions in midfield, between Szoboszlai and Salah, between Trent and McAllister, it's really fluid.
Luis Diaz now on this near side touchline, goes back to his left back Andy Robertson. Liverpool have it again inside their own half. Matip.
He's got all the space in the world, Matip, hasn't he?
He's looking for the run of Szoboszlai, but he goes back inside the Liverpool half, and Alexander Arnold will pick it up now. Here's McAllister. McAllister curls one forward, looking for Mo Salah now. He's going to take on Luca Dean, who got the challenge in and just did enough to get it away, and then there's a foul by Mo Salah. It's a free kick for Aston Villa. Luca Dean, the former Everton player, will take it. They're playing with Dean over on the left and Matty Cash on the right. Cash, who scored 3 goals in the last 8 days for Aston Villa. Dean to take the free kick, but he hasn't taken it yet. And I think, again, just going back to what we said earlier, anytime they have just to slow it down a bit, they'll take it. Szoboszlai. Ball is cleared by Aston Villa. And then there's almost a slip there. They just about got away with it. Was it Kamara? He's under pressure from Curtis Jones. Goes back to Diego Carlos. And now Matty Cash on this near side touchline And it's going to go back to the goalkeeper once again, but Villa struggling badly to get out of their own half, but they might be able to do it now. Luca Dean, forward towards McGinn, little touch back now towards the midfield, bit more space here now maybe for Villa. Ball is played over the top of Joe Gomez, and maybe a chance for Diaby, who played across there. It was just too far, and Szoboszlai has to get the challenge in, and he did before Luca Dean could get there. That's the first time Villa have got in behind Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Moussa Diaby was offside there when he made the initial run. I know Matip looked like he dropped on that far side, but for me, he looked at half a yard. But they're the ones that the flag doesn't go up, does it?
Ball is played back now towards Douglas Luiz. Villa go back towards the centre circle. Diego Carlos. 14 minutes gone, or rather 11 minutes gone, I should say, at Anfield, and Liverpool lead by 1-0. Dominic Szoboszlai with the early goal. High ball forward now, looking for Luca Dean down by the byline. He's got the ball across. McGinn flicks it on, and Moussa Diaby was in there. Liverpool got it away. Just signs that Villa have got themselves into this game now. Diego Carlos with the cross high towards Matty Cash, headed away by Andy Robertson. That'll go out for a throw-in on this near side, down by the corner flag.
Well, it was two dangerous balls that come in from the left-hand side for Aston Villa there, and Andy Robertson got himself in two brilliant positions. First one cleared right from the middle of his 6-yard box, and then the second one he defended his back post brilliantly.
Cash is going to take a long throw-in, just a couple of yards away from the right-hand corner flag at the Kop end. Nunez and Salah just hovering outside their own penalty areas. Everyone else is back as the throw-in comes in now towards the near post. It's not cleared yet. Now it is by Liverpool. Darwin Nunez hoping for a touch. McAllister now, well, he was looking for Diaz, but it'll go out of play for a throw-in for Aston Villa.
He tried to be too precise, didn't he? You had Nunez and Diaz on the break. He just needed to hit the space in the left-hand side for Liverpool, and he didn't. He ended up hitting it out of play. He's really disappointed with himself. You can see it there.
We'll have it with Douglas Luiz, little back heel to Ezri Konsa. And now Diego Carlos. Kamara to Pau Torres. Diego Carlos. Ball forward now. Challenge comes in. Liverpool trying to win it back now, and Luis Diaz with a sliding challenge, but he finds only Moussa Diaby, and now it's played to this near side, and Ollie Watkins challenged easily there by Andy Robertson. Luis Diaz, ball forward now. If Darwin Nunez can keep it in, no, he can't.
It's another opportunity though to play him in down that left-hand side. Plenty of ground in front of Darwin Nunez. Just hit the space. But again, Diaz, this time it was just got too much curl on the ball, and it ended up going out for a throw into Villa. But another chance for Liverpool to break away.
So Liverpool still leading by that Dominic Szoboszlai goal. And Villa have it now, playing the ball around at the back. Matty Cash now on this near side touchline. Villa right. High ball forward looking for Ollie Watkins. He's going to have time to bring that one down and look for McGinn, but it's cleared by Alexander-Arnold. Plays it back to his goalkeeper just enough on that one to find Alisson. And here's Mo Salah. Little touch now. Doesn't quite come off, but McAllister will pick it up. Maybe gets Salah back in. He's got options both sides, actually, and in the end,
too slow, and
he was on that occasion.
Too many touches. I mean, Villa are holding such a high line that you would think they're going to get done at some point in this game.
Diaz. Robertson. And now to Joe Gomez, and he'll play it square to his right, and Matip. Space now for Alexander-Arnold.
Look at Diaz here.
Yeah, and the ball will find him as well. He'll chest the ball down now. He's going to run at the Villa defence just inside the penalty area. Plays it square now towards Mo Salah, who's bouncing high. Salah's still in there trying to wriggle his way through. Martinez will clear up towards the halfway line, and it's headed away. One back by Diaz for Liverpool. He'll come forward again towards that Anfield Road end. Here's Roberts. Diaz now. Villa have got everyone back, so Liverpool will slow it down and find Joe Gomez on the halfway line. To Diaz. Curtis Jones just managed to, at the second attempt, find Andy Robertson, having just miscontrolled it initially, but he's all right. He's got it to Diaz now. Here's Joe Gomez. And across the centre circle it goes now to Matip. All played back to McAllister, back to Matip again, and it's comfortable enough for Liverpool in the middle of the park. Gomez now will play it to this near side touchline, Liverpool left, to Curtis Jones. And again from Robertson. Here's Gomez. Salah in a bit of more space on that far touchline, and that's where the ball is played by Trent Alexander-Arnold.
You just get the feeling, don't you, if Liverpool switch it a little bit quicker, they'll create 1v1s all over the pitch.
Great ball by Alexander-Arnold. Luis Diaz inside the penalty area. Diaz for Liverpool. Can he find a red shirt? He went for goal. It's blocked. And it'll go out, I think, for a corner, will it? Yes, corner for Liverpool, left-hand side.
Brilliant ball from Trent. That's what we're talking about when you talk about switching it quick. Just one pass. Cut Villa open, and Diaz got inside the penalty area on the left-hand side. He was looking for a pass, couldn't find one, tried to cut in and strike one with his right foot. But got a block from Villa and behind it, and net again for another Liverpool corner.
This one will be taken by Andy Robertson. And again, it'll be an outswinger from that left-hand side. Plenty of red shirts forward here. In it goes. It's headed away, though. It's going to come back to Alexis McAllister. And he's got time to find Robertson again, who curls it across, but that's too close to the goalkeeper, who makes an easy catch. And it remains 1-0.
Yeah, it was a bit floaty, wasn't it, there?
Diego Costa now down injured, so I think Villa will throw the ball out of play. We'll have our first stoppage. Liverpool leading by 1-0. And although he's had the space to do it in that midfield area, we've seen some lovely cross-field passes from Trent Alexander-Arnold so far.
Yeah, that's what he's all about, isn't it? If he gets time and space in that midfield, he's like a quarterback. He can hurt you with his passing, and we've already seen 2 or 3 really good balls, particularly the switch balls. They're on all day, because Villa are trying to squeeze the pitch one side and leaving the other side open. So if Liverpool can do that both sides, the other side to Mo Salah as well, I'm sure they'll get some joy. And they'll also get joy in behind, because Villa are running a bit of a tightrope. They're trying to keep a really high line so they can get pressure on further forward on Liverpool to stop them playing out. But at the same time, I think the Liverpool forwards have got the legs on the Villa's defenders, so if there's that much space in behind and the balls are right, at some point during this match Liverpool are going to get in with it.
Well, the players at the moment just taking the opportunity to get some water on board. Very hot day. I'm sure they'll welcome that, but for Unai Emery, not only has he got a problem with the scoreline, he's got a problem with Diego Carlos, who's still down, receiving treatments inside the penalty area. So whether or not they'll have to make an early change, we'll wait and see. But he's been down a while now, without really any signs of him getting up. He's sat up, at least.
I didn't see anything that happened. I don't think it was a tackle. I think it's just whether he's pulled a hamstring or pulled a thigh or something.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to make a change.
Do you think he's seen the writing on the wall? I thought this is a bit too much for me on a day like this.
A bit of movement on the
he doesn't look happy
on the bench now. So Villa will make a change. I think Diego Carlos, he's applauding the Villa fans now as he goes off. So
Leon Bailey.
Yeah, it's Leon Bailey who's going to come on. So is that a change of formation then for?
Well, I think Conser will probably go and play as centre half, won't he? Cash will come and play as a normal right back maybe. Yeah. And Bailey will move up one where Cash was play on this right hand side for Villa.
So we're about to get back underway again after that stoppage. Ball is back with Emiliano Martinez. And Liverpool lead by 1-0.
It looks like a back four, doesn't it, Ian?
Yeah. Bailey, who scored 3 goals already this season. So it's not a like-for-like change in that regard. Ball just outside the Villa penalty area now. And again it goes back to Martinez again. Just hurried up by Darwin Núñez, but he's got the ball back again. So Villa just at the moment playing the ball around in and around their own penalty area. Pau Torres and then Douglas Luiz will play it out towards Luca Dean, but they're always being hustled and harried there. And is that a foul? Yes, on Szoboszlai by McGinn. That's going to be a free kick for Liverpool, halfway inside the Villa half, tight to that far right-hand touchline.
Well, they're still persistent with trying to play out, aren't they? I think they've only done it on one occasion, Ian. Liverpool have been really sharp closing them down.
Yeah, they haven't looked comfortable at all, do they?
No, they haven't.
Robertson. Matip. So Bosley now for Liverpool goes back to Joe Gomez, and this will go back to Alisson, who's had literally nothing to do so far. High ball forward towards Mo Salah. That's headed away. McAllister. So Bosley now back to McAllister again, and Liverpool have got it down and under control in midfield. Robertson. McAllister. Darwin Núñez making a run centrally, but has to check it as the ball goes elsewhere. McAllister again. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool captain today. Plays it square to Robertson. No news of any goals in the other game, which kicked off at 2 o'clock. Crystal Palace against Wolves at Selhurst Park, and later on it's Arsenal against Manchester United, the 4:30 kickoff at the Emirates. Liverpool still have the possession and the kind of subdued atmosphere around Liverpool. It's probably because it's so comfortable. It might change now as Salah comes forward. Salah, and here's Darwin Núñez, hits the post. Oh, and it's an own goal. It's 2-0. Núñez hit the post. It came out, hit the defender, and into the back of the net. I don't think the defender had any chance of getting out of the way of that.
Now, Villa want an offside only for the Salah run. We'll have to see. I'm sure VAR will check it, but it looked a good run from me. Found brilliantly by Trent again from that middle area of the pitch, and I said about the space in behind, it was just a run, ball into the space. Salah got there, just laid it square for Núñez, and he'd probably think he should have scored, but he's hit the post, it's coming, and hit Cash straight away, ended up in the back of the net.
Just get another look at it now as
Núñez isn't offside. It's the initial one with Salah.
Who played him in, and came back off Matty Cash and into the back of the net. So another VAR check.
Yeah, I mean, Núñez definitely wasn't offside. It's the Mo Salah one, the early one, where Trent plays him in.
So the crowd holding their breath.
Yeah.
Are Liverpool 2-0 up? Yes. It's a goal, or an own goal. Matty Cash has now scored 4 goals in the last 9 days. But he won't want that one.
No, there was nothing he could do about it, was there? He's chasing back, and Núñez has struck it really well. It's hit the inside of the post and just ricocheted onto him. Nothing he could do about it.
Well, it's been given to Darwin Núñez, but I'm pretty sure that'll be an own goal, won't it?
Yeah, I would think so. It wasn't going across the line, was it? If anything, it was going to come out the goal.
Liverpool coming forward again.
This could be anything today, in the way
Luis Diaz.
Villa.
Diaz running a catch on the outside, in the box, in it goes, oh, it's blocked. Villa will clear, and then they almost give the ball away, and they have given the ball away. Liverpool have won it back. Luis Diaz. Well, they're buzzing now.
Well, they just look so sharp, don't they? They're first to every second ball, knocking the ball about with confidence. Movement's been good.
They've certainly got the crowd behind them as well.
Yeah, they're not as... you can see Villa, the Villa back line now, they've been done once already with that. And you can see they're just a little bit deeper than what they have been normally. So it's causing a little bit of unease in the Villa defence, the way they're asked to defend so high when the forwards of Liverpool are so quick.
Well, they're coming forward now, Villa. Here's McGinn, ball over the top, looking for Moussa Diaby. Liverpool will clear. Diaz can't find a red shirt. Villa will pick it up. McGinn now will find Luca Dean on that left-hand side. Got a bit of space for a cross, but he plays it down the line, looking for Ollie Watkins, but Liverpool easily deal with that. Ball forward towards Darwin Núñez, and he's got the pace just to get in front for a second of the defender who got back. Salah will try and pick up the loose ball, but the flag's got up on the far side. I think it's going to be a free kick for Aston Villa.
Yeah, I mean, he's adjudged Núñez to a foul, but I don't think he did. I thought Konsa was stretching there, and Núñez has got behind him. Konsa stopped the ball and just can't stop himself because he's travelling so fast. I don't think that was a foul.
Matty Cash.
It's a shame because Salah had picked up the ball and there was no one anywhere near him, was there?
Ball is now back with Aston Villa just outside their own penalty area.
But it's that one ball again, Ian. That's opened Villa up because they're so high.
Here's Dean for Villa. McGinn. Back towards Douglas Luiz, who's going to float a high ball towards Leon Bailey on this near side. Good challenge again from Robertson. And now Liverpool might be able to break again. Luis Diaz to Andy Robertson. Robertson forward it goes to Darwin Núñez. First time ball looking for Luis Diaz. Now was he hauled to the ground there by Kamara. And that's going to be a free kick and a yellow card.
Yeah, lovely bit of play, wasn't it? Between Diaz, Robertson, Núñez, back to Diaz. He got the wrong side. Boubacar Kamara. And he just brought him down. It was a clear foul.
So a free kick, left-hand side of the penalty area, only a couple of yards outside it. Matip and Gomez will come forward from the back. Salah on the far side of the penalty area.
Joe, we've seen last week, I've seen Szoboszlai hit one at Newcastle. And he hit it, you know the one that Ronaldo does where you hit it with the inside of your foot and the ball fizzes and dips. And
yeah.
And he'd done that, and it missed by a couple of yards, but it was an unbelievable strike. I'm just wondering whether he's going to do the same here.
Well, he's over the ball now with Trent Alexander-Arnold. There's a two-man Villa wall.
And sometimes the further out you are, the harder it is for the keeper because the ball does all kinds of strange things, moves all over the place.
Let's see what transpires. It's Alexander-Arnold who clips it in. Free header! Oh, it's wide from Matip. And the flag was up. So I don't think it would have counted, but I think he still should have put it on target.
Well, he should have scored. It was a brilliant ball in from Trent. I don't know, it was really close. VAR had looked at that one again. Great quality in. Right on Matip's head in the 6-yard box, and I don't know how he's headed it wide.
Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa. And they've given it away. McAllister, Luis Diaz. Well, it was hit firmly at him. He's managed just about to find Szoboszlai. And then McAllister, Salah, Curtis Jones. And now Darwin Núñez wide over on that right-hand side. It's going to go infield now to Matip, and here's Joe Gomez. Liverpool lead by 2-0 on BBC Radio Merseyside Sport. Live at Anfield as Matip finds Jones.
They've been superb, Liverpool.
Yeah.
First half.
And this is a good Villa side.
Yeah.
Robertson. Ball now back to Joe Gomez. There's McAllister. Just holds on to possession, but he's taken sort of 3 Villa players out there with him, and so he's got time to turn and find Szoboszlai. Here's Gomez, now to Alexander-Arnold. Mo Salah. Salah will go back now to Joel Matip, and Liverpool again have it completely under control, under no pressure. Alexander-Arnold's got time to turn one way, then the other, and Szoboszlai will find Matip. Bit of space now over the halfway line. Well, he was in again, Núñez, wasn't he?
Yeah. Great run.
He decided to go backwards, Matip. Alexander-Arnold. Curtis Jones. And it's almost like all the midfield players just want to turn on the ball to see what they can do. Not a lot of space at the moment because Villa have got everyone back behind the ball. Here's Alisson. He'll be glad of a touch.
But there's no real pressure, is there, on any Liverpool player with the ball?
McAllister finds Robertson. Left back position for Liverpool. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Made that tremendous save against Newcastle from Almiron last week. Alexander-Arnold. Matip infield to McAllister. Just getting a bit tight there. Eventually they did flick it on down the line, and they've got the throw-in off Luca Dean.
He didn't mess about there, Dean, did he? I don't know whether he was going to try and hook it up the line, but he didn't. He just headed it out of play.
It'll be a throw-in then, which Trent Alexander-Arnold. Wait, mate, yeah, he will take. Szoboszlai will get it back from Alexander-Arnold. Actually, we've seen a couple of throws that looked a bit dodgy. Here's Jones for Liverpool. Back over the halfway line to Joe Gomez. Szoboszlai was just made to know that Douglas Luiz was right behind him there, but no foul. Ball played forward towards towards Curtis Jones, I should say, but Martinez was quickly out.
That was good play as well, wasn't it? Third man running. Núñez to Salah. Salah just won over the top to Curtis Jones. He was only a couple of yards ahead of him. Good starting position that Martinez had.
And Villa have it just outside their own penalty area once again, trailing by 2-0 Villa. Ezri Konsa goes back to Martinez, and Liverpool are pressing again now, and
they're going to win it back again, Liverpool.
Szoboszlai is trying to win it back, and Salah will win it back now. Salah for Liverpool in towards the penalty area. He's still going, and in the end, well, I don't know whether he could have crossed it, but didn't. But Liverpool win it back. Gomez to Curtis Jones, who just couldn't get it out under his feet, and it was taken off him. And Villa are coming forward now with Moussa Diaby. Now to Bailey. Bailey's away from Robertson, and he's away from Curtis Jones. Ball played in towards the penalty area, and I don't think it needed a touch, although they've got a corner, Villa.
I think Curtis was trying to make up for his previous mistake, wasn't he? He chased all the way back there, and in the end he slid in when he didn't need to. Put it behind for a corner. I think Alisson would have just come and picked that ball up.
And Alisson just trying to make sure everyone's on their toes and alert. They haven't had too much to do defensively, Liverpool, but it only needs one goal to change the tone of the game. Luca Dean coming across to take this corner on the right-hand side. Half an hour gone at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0 on Radio Merseyside Sports. So Dean now waited to take the corner. Only Mo Salah is outside the box. Everyone else in a red shirt is inside it. So here it comes, in height, headed away by Darwin Núñez, and in the end it goes all the way back to Emiliano Martinez in the Villa goal.
Great header, wasn't it? Núñez defending that front post area.
High ball forward looking for Luca Dean once again, heads it down. Ball played in towards the Liverpool penalty area, back heel in towards Moussa Diaby, almost Liverpool clear. And now towards Mo Salah, little flick on towards Darwin Núñez. He didn't really have the opportunity to flick it back to Salah. I think he would have liked to have done that.
Yeah, he would have. Good little bit of interplay, wasn't it, though? Mo round the corner to Darwin Núñez, and the return ball just couldn't get it under control and get it back to him.
Douglas Luiz, just inside the Liverpool half. Goes back to Konsa. Douglas Luiz under pressure from Szoboszlai. Liverpool win it back. Diaz, McAllister, Szoboszlai. Here's Diaz again now with a chance to go down the left-hand touchline. He's got Szoboszlai forward, who gets it now. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai with the cross. It's cleared away. And Bailey will clear for Aston Villa. Anywhere will do, although he'll find Watkins and laid off now, but that's well read by Gomez, who's lost it. And here's Moussa Diaby now, just outside the penalty area. Real opportunity, they've got a man over, it's McGinn, and it's over the top. Villa's best chance.
Well, Trent done really well, I have to say. He put a little bit of doubt in the mind of Moussa Diaby. He played it to McGinn, but he'd read it and got over there quick, Trent. In the end, it was over the bar by McGinn, but it all started with Gomez. He
kind of done the hard part.
Yeah, he'd read it really well, got himself in the way, and I think he thought he was under more pressure than he was, and was trying to feel the contact.
Teasing ball forward. Now the bounce of the ball might favour Darwin Núñez, but he tried a little back heel to Salah, which didn't come off. And it's cleared away, but given away by Villa. Darwin Núñez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's got two in the box. Here's Darwin Núñez, oh, it's blocked. Surely would have found the back of the net. Cleared by Douglas Luiz, what an opportunity.
That was great play by Trent. Good play by Núñez, putting Villa man under pressure. It was Pau Torres, won the ball off him, and then when the ball was laid back, it was blocked again by a Villa player. A lovely pick out by Trent, wasn't it, to pick out Darwin Núñez, and his strike was a decent one, just hit the Villa man.
Mo Salah collects the ball inside his own half. The crowd telling Trent Alexander-Arnold he had a man off, and he heard them.
I think he had the situation under control. I think he knows where it all is, Trent.
12 minutes to go to half time. There'll be a bit to add on after the injury to Diego Carlos. But I don't think Liverpool won half time, to be honest.
No.
McAllister to Robertson. Szoboszlai scored the first goal.
It's been too easy, really, for Liverpool. They haven't had to do anything special to get in, have they? It's just more often than not been a ball over the top and a well-timed run.
Here's Gomez to Matip. Look at the space he's got here to come forward over the halfway line. Just needs to time the ball now to Salah, but in the end he didn't quite get it right. He's trying to make up for it now. Ball played forward to Ollie Watkins. They'll work the 1-2 down that far side with Luca Dean. And then a little flick on by Watkins, but that goes back to Alisson again. Liverpool defend well.
Yeah, McAllister read it brilliantly.
And he's on the ball again, McAllister. Just waits and looks for his options. He's got Matip in plenty of space. And he'll play it square to Joe Gomez. Still Crystal Palace against Wolves is goalless in the other 2 o'clock kickoff. If you want rugby league commentary today via the BBC Rugby League web pages, we've got those games for you as well, including Wakefield against St Helens. Ball now back to Gomez, with the Vikings also online for you today as well. Robertson goes back to Joe Gomez. Plays it now to Andy Robertson. Just to run a little bit further for the ball than he may have wanted to. Now here's McAllister. He's looking at the run of Curtis Jones over on the far side. Couldn't quite find him. It's headed away. But again, Liverpool will pick it up. It's Alexander Arnold.
Well, they've asked McGinn to do a job, haven't he, down that left-hand side. I'm not sure he's best suited to that. He's been chasing Trent back, and there he had to chase Curtis Jones back. He wants to get further up the pitch. He doesn't want to be sitting as a left-back.
So Bosley to Robertson, and now McAllister. It's Mo Salah making the run this time, but it goes short and then played in towards the penalty area just too firmly by Alexander Arnold. Too far for Nunez and Salah.
He should have went in the pass before it, Mo.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking all the time. He's just playing on shoulders. He's just saying to the midfielders, look, if you've got time and space, just get it in behind. I'll get there.
He likes games against Aston. Mind you, he likes games against most teams, doesn't he, Mo Salah? But he scored 6 goals in his last 7 against Villa. And Liverpool have it back again. Curtis Jones. Salah's made the run. Can he get there? Just Darwin Nunez, but it was just a bit too tight in the end. Douglas Luiz will pick it up for Villa.
Yeah, it was a good spot from Curtis originally, but the ball was just a little bit light, wasn't it, for Mo, when he couldn't quite take it in his stride.
Conser. Cash. High ball forward. Gomez keeps his eye on the ball and heads it away. Little flick by Robertson. McAllister, but Bailey picks it up now for Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz to Ollie Watkins. Matty Cash just gets away from 2 Liverpool players. Kamara and Douglas Luiz. That's a good crossfield ball now to Luca Dean. Chance to cross maybe left-hand side in towards McGinn, who lets it run, and it's wide. Only just. Again, a really good chance for Aston Villa. It was a good ball by Douglas Luiz to get it going. And Luca Dean's ball across, a little dummy in there somewhere, and no one could put it in.
No, I mean, he opened Liverpool up there, didn't he? It was Douglas Luiz's switch play to that left-hand side. Luca Dean with the low cross into the 6-yard box, a little dummy, like you say, and 2 players. I don't know whether they got in each other's way. I don't know whether it was Ollie Watkins
and it's comfortable. Yeah,
it was, but they didn't get a clean strike in it, Ian, did they?
No. And I was going to say, as comfortable as it's been for Liverpool, and it has been, you've got to say Villa have had 1 or 2 decent chances.
Yeah, they have.
Here's a chance now for Salah if he's onside, but Nunez is onside. Darwin Nunez, he's through on goal. Mo Salah. Salah now to Darwin Nunez. Wasn't the best pass, and he's hit the bar. And here's it, it's headed away. Comes back towards Curtis Jones. Was there a handball? Play goes on. McAllister. Danger not over for Villa. And well, it is now. Well, what a passenger play that was.
Well, it should have been 3, shouldn't it? Salah made the run initially for the ball, then realised he was offside, just checked out, and Nunez kept going. He wasn't offside, and he almost got in 1v1. He stops, Nunez gets in, he just couldn't get it out his feet. His first touch off his thigh wasn't great, was it? Then when he was played back by Mo, lovely little dink, hits the bar. Matty Cash manages to clear it before Luis Diaz can get on the end of it.
Well, Darwin Nunez has hit the woodwork twice now. First one ended up in the back of the net via Matty Cash. That one was headed away. Free kick now for Liverpool. That's a foul on Luis Diaz.
That's a yellow card for him. He's come right through the back of it.
Is that Cash?
Yeah, no attempt to play the ball. A little bit of frustration there, I think.
6 minutes to go to half-time, plus a bit to add on, I think. And, well, if Liverpool do score the next goal, I think as a contest that will probably be it. Matip. Robertson. Now to Curtis Jones. That'll go back to Andy Robertson once more. Joe Gomez. And Matip, and it's at walking pace now. Alexander Arnold. And now Joel Matip once again. He's got no one in front of him,
doesn't it? I mean, you look at the pitch there. There's not no real movement, is there, between anyone? No movement from the Villa players, just trying to close it down. They're just trying to concentrate and keep it in their shape. And there's no real movement from the Liverpool players.
Alexander-Arnold, Curtis Jones. Out wide to Szoboszlai, and here's Alexander-Arnold once again. And he'll find Joe Gomez. Now Robertson's made a run if he can spot him, and he has. Now can he keep it in play? Robertson's... there's the offside flag gone up.
Yeah.
Free kick for Aston Villa.
Yeah, it was unlucky. It was unlucky again. Villa with that high line, causing their own problems. The ball was played just a little bit too late by Joe Gomez.
So a free kick for Aston Villa, just outside their own penalty area. Ezri Konsa will take it. And he plays it short now to Boubacar Kamara, who's hooked earlier in the half. Douglas Luiz. Matty Cash. Looking for the run of Leon Bailey. It's another little test for Joe Gomez, but he was up to it. McAllister will find Alexander-Arnold. Managed to get that out from under his feet well and find Curtis Jones. Now to Luis Diaz. Chance to run it Matty Cash now. Diaz for Liverpool, number 7. Plays it across towards Szoboszlai. Controls it. It's slightly behind him now. Alexander-Arnold hits it, but scuffed it a bit, and it's gone well wide. Goal kick for Aston Villa. 2-0 Liverpool lead.
Good play again, wasn't it? Started down his left-hand side, was switched to the right, and then a little setback by Szoboszlai, and Trent's face would have lit up when he seen that ball rolling back at him, but he just snatched it a little bit, dragged across it. Nowhere near the target. He'd be disappointed actually. He hasn't got a good strike on that.
Yeah, you'd normally expect him to hit that sweetly.
Yeah, you would.
Matip just got a little nudge there from Watkins, but he still managed to head it to Szoboszlai, who will turn on the halfway line and find Alexis McAllister. Robertson. McAllister. Is there time for, well, there is time for a third Liverpool goal, because we've still got 3 minutes of normal time to play at the end of the first half. Szoboszlai, who's lost it to Moussa Diaby. Ollie Watkins now back to Diaby inside the penalty area, trying to curl it and put too much on that one, and it's wide. I'm not sure by how much, but it definitely, I don't think it really troubled the goalkeeper, but it's a goal kick. And another little warning there that it's still only 2-0.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of sloppy play, wasn't it, by Szoboszlai. Took a touch, didn't realise he was under a load of pressure and had the ball stolen off him, and then when it found Diaby, you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bend it in that far corner and use Joe Gomez as a bit of a shield.
Great ball by Matip. Szoboszlai. Wasn't a good ball to Mo Salah, who was caught there, but that was because of the pass. It's a free kick for Liverpool. Just inside the Villa half, over on the Liverpool right. But it is a kind of a slow build-up from Liverpool at the moment, isn't it? They're not in any hurry.
No,
I mean, they're 2-0 up, I suppose, but you just get the feeling if they just upped it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, they do up the tempo when they get a little bit further, so when they start to open Villa up, Villa in the shape like this now, Liverpool will just move them around, and then when they play a ball into midfield and they've cut 3 or 4 people out, that's when they quicken it up, Liverpool. There is a slight change to the way they play.
McAllister.
So you can see now they're just trying to suck Villa out and make Villa come at them, and then there'll be one pass and it'll get a midfielder turned, and that's when they'll quicken up the pace.
There's Diaz for Liverpool on the left-hand side. It's gone very quiet again around Anfield. Here's Joe Gomez. Andy Robertson. Just waiting for that spark that Craig Ignat was talking about. Ball back with Robertson again inside his own half. Joe Gomez. And Matip's in space over on the far right-hand side. And he can play it down the line to Szoboszlai now, and Nunez will make the run. It's just too far, I think. Defender will get back to Martinez. But it wasn't a good clearance from the goalkeeper, although Dean might keep it in play on the far side. Under pressure from Mo Salah. And he's clipped it down the line, and it's out of play for a throw-in for Liverpool. Here's McAllister from the throw. Alexander-Arnold. We're in the final minute of normal time, so I think there might be 2 or 3 to add on after the injury
At
to
least, yeah.
Diego Carlos earlier.
You can see it there every time Liverpool go forward. They look like they're going to get in behind Villa.
McAllister goes on a little run now through the centre, but he was caught and Villa pick it up. And Liverpool now have got to get back. And it's Douglas Luiz now who'll skip away and play it forward now towards the penalty area. But Moussa Diaby just slipped slightly. Liverpool are able to clear. Good defending from Joe Gomez, gets applause from his manager. And the board now will go up. Might be difficult to see it in the sunshine. Is that 4?
I think it says 4.
I think it's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the number 4 on the ball, Ezri Konsa for Aston Villa. Pau Torres. Konsa. Crossfield ball will find Luca Dean, who's got a bit of space on that left-hand side. He can get the cross in, and Alisson will take those all day long. And he's got time to just wait for his penalty area to clear. Rolls it short now to Gomez. McAllister. Curtis Jones, and back it goes to Joe Gomez once again. And here's Szoboszlai now, halfway inside his own half. He'll work it out to Alexander-Arnold. Gomez in turn to his left, picked up by Robertson. And here's Gomez again. It's almost like a game of chess at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Just trying to suck Villa out.
And then the long ball forward from Robertson. And that's got enough loft on it to find Luis Diaz. Invites the challenge of Matty Cash. There's a bit of shirt pulling going on. Referee plays on. Darwin Núñez. McAllister. Szoboszlai to McAllister. Now to Joel Matip. Still Villa have got everyone back behind the ball. Centre circle now, and Trent Alexander-Arnold gets it back from McAllister. Mo Salah in a central position at the moment. They've got Núñez out wide on the right, but it's on the left-hand flank now with Curtis Jones. McAllister. Gomez. And on the halfway line is Joel Matip, but again he's got plenty of room to move into. He'll work it out now to Darwin Núñez on the right-hand side. Running it, the Villa defence, not a good ball forward, cleared by Kamara. And Liverpool have got to backtrack inside their own half to pick up the loose ball. We've played 2 minutes of the 4. Still Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0. Szoboszlai, McAllister. And that's back to Joel Matip, who I think is going to... Well, he thought about going back to Alisson, decides against it. And here's Joe Gomez. Ball now is with Curtis Jones on the Liverpool left. Matip. And again, it's at walking pace. Alexander-Arnold curls one forward though, and here's Mo Salah. Salah inside the penalty area. Mo Salah saved by the goalkeeper and cleared away. Not very far though. It might find Curtis Jones for Liverpool here. But that was a chance for number 3 right at the end of the first half for Mo Salah.
No, they've got plenty of chances, haven't they, Liverpool?
Classic example of how they just were waiting for the moment to draw Villa in and play the right pass.
Yeah, it's just one simple ball over the top. There's no clever play needed. It's not a midfield set and third man run. It's just a play, pass, and then when the time's right, just get it over the top.
Luis Diaz. Maybe one last chance for Liverpool to get forward at the end of the first half. Curtis Jones. But he's going back towards his own half. We'll find Trent Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. And here's Gomez. And that'll go back to Alisson. So I think they're going to run out of time in terms of the first half. Alexander-Arnold back to Alisson again. And here's Curtis Jones. Joe Gomez. Didn't have anyone to play it to down that right-hand flank. Goes in field now to McAllister. Maybe there is one last chance. Alexander-Arnold forward, well, it's too firm to Luis Diaz and easily gathered by Martinez in the Villa goal. I think that'll be it for the first half. The referee will check his watch. I'm pretty sure when Villa clear this one downfield, the whistle will go. In fact, the whistle has gone. Good first half for Liverpool. They lead by 2 goals to 0. It might